Joe Arpaio.
Thank you. Just a few notes. If you recall, 5 months ago, I introduced Donald Trump. That time I said a few things. We have something in common. The birth certificate investigation, which is still going on. Illegal immigration. And one more thing, we share birthday. Not the same year, same day, Flag Day, June 14th.
All right.
It was really interesting 5 months ago. I think I said something that really drew an applause. I said, his secret is a silent majority. It's not silent anymore. Very proud of what he's accomplished in the last 5 months. Think of that. And I'm supposed to warm up the crowd. He doesn't need a warm up. He's already hot. So of course, not around here. It's a little Chicago weather out here. But you know, he's worked hard. Very successful. And one thing I'm really happy about, he opened the door on illegal immigration. Nobody else had the guts to talk about it. Think of that. Now they all have to talk about it. Of course, you get mixed messages, but that's the way it is in politics sometimes. I want to say a couple of things because I did get some statistics last week that may shock you. I do run the third largest jail system in the United States. Just to show you, I was the top federal drug enforcement official in Turkey, the Middle East, Mexico, Latin America, Texas, Arizona. I don't want to give you my resume, but I say that for a reason. And that's why I really like what Donald Trump is talking about. When you talk about terrorism, the border, it's just not illegal immigration of drugs. We got a big international domestic terrorism problem. Took some statistics from our jail, which may surprise you, and let me run it down. You know, we do have state-sponsored terrorists. So, Sudan, we have 7 in the jail this year, 3 turned over to immigration. 1 from Syria, turned over to immigration. Iran, and then we have some known countries regarding terrorism. I'm not going to go through all, but Iraq, we had 2 that were turned over to immigration. So we have some people in jail for all different types of crimes turned over to the government. I don't know what happens to them. Another thing we did, 7,000 inmates in the jail, charged with all different types of crimes, turned over to ICE. 3,000 have come back to the jails I run. Think of that. One guy came back 25 times. So what are they doing? Hopping the fence? Or are they being released on the streets? They keep coming back. So that's sad. So when you deal with terrorism, and I work in those countries, you never surrender. Never surrender, you never compromise. You destroy them. That's what you do. So, And that's what Donald Trump has been saying. Now, he has a flair for speaking and, waving his arms. Sometimes I wave my arms, because I'm Italian. But he gets the message across. Think of that. He says things that a lot of people would like to say, but they don't have the guts politically to say it. And that's sad, really sad. If you recall, 3 days before California, I said all those with concealed weapons, 250,000, when they come across a potential massacre, take action. So I took some heat on that. It's only common sense. Common sense. Actually, I think I got 16 million hits, so somebody likes what we said. And Donald Trump believes in it, because I'm sure he'll do everything he has to do to protect the public, protect our country. And one thing about him, and I've dealt with a lot of people running for president. Last time they all came to see me, wanted my endorsements. I know the game. One thing about him, I think he'll really do what he said. That's my opinion. I may be wrong. That's my opinion. And I don't think I'm wrong on that. So his polls keep going up. Was it around 41% now across the nation? Well, he must have some followers. I know he's not getting all that support from Mexico. Ramos, the famous, I think they removed him on one of his speeches. He came to see me. 2 weeks later, I had him in the tents. Of course, I let him out. He didn't stay overnight, but I was interviewed by him. And I said, you got all the connections in Mexico City. I've been trying to go to Mexico City. They won't let me in there. I'm talking about the officials. I want to talk to them. Even the U.S. government don't want me to go to Mexico. With all my experience, I thought I could give them some advice. So I asked Jose, you got all these connections in Mexico City. You're always interviewing the president. Can you pave the way for me and Donald Trump to go to Mexico City? Which is great because I get a free airline trip. No. So what is this? I don't know what's going on. So, in closing, thank you. Because you're the patriots. And you got a lot of people that believe me. A lot of people won't say it, but they support Donald Trump. They won't tell you. When they go to that voting booth, watch out.